Okay, guys, this is the rest of my craft room tour. I did a desk tour that I will put in a detailed desk tour that I'll put in the description box, and I'll link to this so that if you're interested in that, you can see it. But this is my craft room, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of pan around. Hopefully I go slow enough to where you can see it. So when I get to my desk part, I'm probably going to go real quick through that because I do have that detailed one out there. I do have my lights on in my room just so that I can maybe get a little bit more light in here. So I have a very small craft room. It's 10 by 12. I do have to use all of my vertical space in here. And I do use it. It's packed with all kinds of stuff, but I think it's pretty organized. Not super organized, but you know. So anyway, that's kind of an overview. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through and kind of do a detailed walkthrough. If you don't want a detailed walkthrough, I have a video that I put out that's a short 30-minute kind of quick walkthrough, so that might be more your thing. Okay, behind my door, I have these units that I bought from Amazon, and they're great. I could see using them for ephemera, all kinds of stuff. But I have all kinds of beading things in here, just beads and just all kinds of stuff. I used to make jewelry. I don't do that anymore. Consequently, I have a lot of beads and stuff like that. So I have them all here. Then underneath that, I have my sewing cart. I have two sewing machines. I bought both of them on Facebook Marketplace for under $50, and they both work great. Underneath it, this has just sewing stuff, really. Usually I put my foot pedals and other one in here. It's not in there now. I just kind of threw it up there. But I use them all the time. This one doesn't have fancy stitches. It has a lot of stitches, but the one down there, they're both brother, has all kinds of stitches and things like that. And occasionally I use it, you know, but most of the time I use this one. And I also have a little one on my desk that I find real handy when I want to just do tags or something or do something real quick. Let's see. I do have, well, I'll show you that. That is supposed to be an inspiration board that I never remember to use. But, you know, maybe, who knows, maybe I'll use it. And this little thing back here is, I bought this at Tuesday Morning, and it has, this is like a little sorter that I use when I'm doing jewelry stuff. This really in here just has coloring books, because I was doing that for a little while. I really don't do it anymore. I should probably give those away. Up there, this is for jewelry making, and these are little findings for jewelry, and I keep those up there. This is the top of these units right here. I forgot what they're called. Alpha, I think. That I got from Facebook Marketplace, but they're originally sold at the Container Store. So I got 6 of them, very inexpensive. I have all of my kind of bulky things in there. And I'll show you that in a second. But I'm going to show you the top first. I have my Galaxy typewriter that I got on Facebook Marketplace for $25. And it works. It works great. I cleaned it up a little bit, put a little oil in it. And it really is, the M sticks a little, but that's the only thing. It works, it just sticks. I have a couple of jars up here. I keep receipts in there, and then I sort through them. This box right here, this is supposed to be things that I just bought that I want to use. And actually I have some overflow of things I want to give away in there right now. But this is supposed to be things that I just bought that I want to remember to use or I need to put away. This is my Canon printer, and I think it's like, I don't remember what it's called. It's a TS9521C, but it is kind of a crafting printer, and it's great for doing photos. It does 12 by 12. It's really a fantastic, it does great scanning. So I have that, and also my Epson, but I use them kind of for different things. So, you know, I like having both. So anyway, I'm going to stand back here and I'm kind of show you these units. And what's great about these, the kind of storage that this is, it does really well for big bulky things. I have in here, like, see these, oh, I don't know what these are called. This fringe and all this, whatever, cording. It's very bulky, so it works really well for something like that. This is kind of like some more stuff that I bought. I bought all of this in clearance pretty much at Hobby Lobby. And then this I have, I'm going to have to move this back. This has all my beads and stuff like that, and they're all big and bulky, so it's great for storage like that. Down here, this is all stuff, sari silk and sari pieces and stuff like that, and I have it all in bags. These are some more things that I have in here, and I mean, it's just a good kind of storage unit for that. This top unit, these are big, you know, they wouldn't fit in my ribbon storage on top, so I have these in here. Then I have some more bigger ones down there, and this one is kind of the same thing, you know, bigger ribbons and cording and stuff like that. This is really just different handkerchiefs and doilies and things like that. This one is all different kinds of anything to do with lace that's big and bulky that I fit in up there. This is all like different doilies and things that I have, and they're, you know, that's organized enough for me. I usually go digging in there. And this is all like lace clothing that I've gotten at thrift stores that I just clip pieces off, you know, and that's what I use that for. Let me go ahead and I'll show you the top of this filing cabinet. This is just where I have candles. I burn candles a lot in here, and I have different ones here. I also have different scents in here. This over here is just a little thing that I have that I put stuff that I want to give away in there. The filing cabinet, I need to do a little bit more work on this, but it has like all of my different digitals and things in here from different makers. I don't really have them marked because I have them in these zipper bags, so that kind of keeps everything together. I used to do it only by designer when I was on design teams. Now I just do it like Christmas or holidays or flowers or whatever. This stuff, this drawer here is all just solid paper, and I'm thinking I may change that out just because, I don't know, I don't have that much of it. I could put it in a different container and be fine. This is all stickers on this one, all different kinds of stickers, and I don't have it really marked, but it's all stickers, okay? And then this is all like extra paper. You know how you buy paper in bulk. And then this is where I have all my extra paper. So that is there. That's paper that I print. This over here, I'm going to move these carts out of the way, and I'll tell you about those in a minute. This over here is all of this used to be on my desk. That's one of the things I changed. And it is my stickers for my planners, basically, pages for my planners. This is my book. I keep track of my winners for my giveaways and things like that. This is another planner that I use for budgeting and expenses. This is just all different, more washi tape and stickers for planners. It's all planner stuff, really. In here, then I have my little punch, and I have, I think I have some just stamps for my planner, and some special pens in here. So that is that. And when I want to use stuff in here, I just grab it and bring it to my desk rather than having this whole thing on my desk. If you see over here, I've got my fake roses. Behind there, I've got like a little shelf, and I've got my creamer and Splenda and tea and some coffee. And in this little thing here, it's not very organized now, but I have like snacks and forks and spoons and paper cups and paper plates and extra cup. And I usually have my Diet Coke and waters up here. This is my French press that I use a lot up here. I don't have like an electric coffee pot. I love my French press. It makes just the right amount of coffee. It tastes delicious. But I do have this electric teapot that heats up really quick. And the great thing about that, instead of a coffee maker, is that I can make tea with it. And I can also, heat up water, so I can do instant coffee or tea to do tea staining and that kind of thing here if I'm just doing a few things. I'm going to show you up here. So if you look up here, let me see if I can get back. My TV's in the way, so you can't see everything. But I have that box over there that says thankful and grateful and blessed. And then I have some plastic containers next to it. And then another box with a bicycle. Those two things are basically overflow, fringe, and stuff like that. That are like smaller pieces, but a lot of them that I put in those two big boxes. And then this other one is kind of overflow planner stuff that I bought a bunch of on sale, and I just kind of put it in there just to kind of get it out of the way. In the middle part there, those plastic things, I have like this is all vintage ephemera, and I have the other boxes above it are empty, mainly because I want to accumulate more, but that's my goal this year, is to quit buying the lace and trim and buy more ephemera, and that is my goal. But anyway, that all has vintage ephemera in it, and that's what I'm putting up there. The paper type stuff I have stored in notebooks or binders, really. This is one of the main things I changed in my craft room. I had all of my ribbons and things in different storage, and I just didn't like how it was organized, so I bought these little tabs, and then I also cut some papers up, and I used them to separate my lace, and I used it to separate my ribbons, and I think it's going to work. I went ahead and put what is in each one of these boxes. Even though you can see through them, I can see very easily, and I labeled them. I also have some die cuts in there, and I also have finished tags in there because I needed somewhere to put them. Anyway, let me go down here, and I'm going to show you this. unit here. This just has a lot of burlap kind of stuff, kind of rustic things in here that are kind of big and bulky. Let me pull this drawer out. This drawer, this is some of the things I organized. This is all like my velvets and my fancy fabrics and things like that. A lot of these are vintage and things. And I have all of that in here. And I put them on these little boards that I bought. They're comic book boards. And oh my gosh, it took up so much less room. And now I can just open this up and see what I have. It's a game changer. So, now this one, I just have everything laying down because they're so bulky. Everything in here, I like to get old quilts and things like that. That's pretty much what these are, pieces of quilt. This one is different types of material. I kind of group them together, you know, with like kinds here. Some of these are scarves, things like that. Here is some more that I put in here. And I'm telling you, that made a huge... Oh, I went up too fast, probably. Here's the other side. Okay, this side I have all my embroidery stuff. My stuff for yo-yos. And leave that in. This is... Oh, here we go. This is a lot of big ribbons in here. Big bulky ribbons that are all like Christmas ribbon that I use occasionally. This is old clothing that is not lace or anything, because I have the lace and stuff on the other side, like jeans and scarves and things like that. A jacket that I like the material that I might cut apart. This is all kind of like cotton material or lining material, stuff like that. Felt that I might use. I have it all in here. And then I have some Tim Holtz stuff back there. This down here, this is all kind of smaller remnant pieces that wouldn't fit on those boards, and I have them kind of divided up. So that's kind of how I have that. Move slowly. I'm not going to go into too much detail on these carts because I am going to do like a separate cart tour. But this fits in the back like that. And that is a cart that I use for my video stuff that I'm going to do. And this one is kind of my project cart. When I'm doing multiple things, I kind of put them all on this cart. Let's start around the other side. Okay, so up here, I'm going to go up to the top. If you look on the top, you will see my flowers. Those are all empty, and hopefully I'm going to get some stuff put in there soon. But that is supposed to be the stuff that I'm selling in my Etsy shop. So, and the kind of stuff I'm selling would be very lightweight, so when I have to get up there, it's not going to fall on my head, which I used to have all my Christmas stuff up there, and now I have put that in a big triple dresser right outside my door. The stuff in the next shelf up here is basically all scrapbooking. Those two shelves, basically. The top one, let me get in a little bit closer. The top one is all scrapbooks that I am still working in. I'm not finished, okay? Or I haven't even started, maybe. And so I keep those there so I can just grab them. Then right next to them, you'll see this. Let me go back out. There we go. That is those plastic containers. Each one of those contains pictures and memorabilia that I need to scrapbook, and they're sorted and put in those plastic containers. The next one, let me go in a little bit. This is my This is what I used to put on my door before I could edit, or when I didn't want my husband. I need to start using it again because he still bothers me. The Pink Palace Queen Tina is in court. I would put this on the outside of my door, and he knew not to bother me. Anyway, these are my some of my scrapbook paper, and I have them all kind of divided up. You know, like Tim Hall's Stamperia, you know, Vicky Booten, or whatever I do. And then I have the smaller ones in there too, and kind of like the same kind of paper too. So that's kind of how I have it. And you'll see that I decorate on these shelves because I don't have any room to decorate any other way. Here's some more paper that I have. And I do have dividers in the back so they don't flop over. And here's my little shopping cart that I won, and my little flamingo. Anyway, those are some more papers. And then here, that's a picture of me and my friends. These are just kits that I have in plastic things that I will possibly use someday. We'll see. We shall see. Oop, went down too fast probably. Okay, so this has more scrapbooking stuff. These are my containers that I bought, my art bins. And these are not divided up yet. They need to be. These are a bunch of pictures that I need to divide up in there. And the other ones in the back are already divided. But this is all like memorabilia. I just throw it in there, and then when I'm dividing up my pictures, I get the group of them and the memorabilia that goes with it. I put it in one of these little plastic things that I bought at the dollar store. I love these things. And then what I do is I just put it up there where I showed you, up there, and then it is waiting to get done. This is just all of these small, I bought a bunch of these because I realized that, quite honestly, that's the only way I'm ever going to scrapbook anymore, because I don't have any time, and I'm just really not into it that much. But I do like cataloging my pictures, and these work great for me. This is where I start my junk journaling stuff halfway through. This is a clock my mom gave me before she passed away. I love it. It's very blingy. And these are just some feathers that I had bought, and I thought looked cute next to the clock. As I said, it's the only way I can decorate. And these books back here are the kind of books that I tear up and use the cover for making junk journals. There's a lot of Reader's Digest in there, and then a few other books. I buy them mainly for the size, sometimes the color. My crown's coming off. My friend got me that crown when they took me to Las Vegas for my birthday. Go ahead, go in there. Over here is pictures of my boys and my dad and my husband, and here we go. So here is, these are all antique books. So, a lot of these books, I use the pages in them. There's some in the back. You can see those also. I have it double in there. And then I have some here. Mainly I use these for the pages, but occasionally I use the covers on these also. And big thing, I always put like fragrance things in there and change them out because it helps with the smell with old books. So anyway, so I'll put that back. Then going down, I have, this is like old jewelry that I need to take apart. More back there. Part of the reason I have so much is I used to make jewelry, and I just took a bunch of it that I made, all that work, I'm going to take it apart. And I got costume jewelry from different places, mainly for the beads. This is all different kinds of buttons. I have a lot of vintage buttons too. Just other kind of buttons. And I have some more at my desk, but I have these. And this is just kind of things like this that I've bought, you know, that hopefully I use someday. I have to remember I have them. So there's a lot of that in here, that kind of stuff. And these containers, like this, guys. These fit 2 in each one of these drawers, and I got these at the Dollar Tree, and they are great. They fit in there perfect. Here's more stuff like that I buy. And I usually buy all this stuff on clearance, guys, so I do have too much, but that's what I do. So I'm going to put all that back in there. I do need to make sure I'm putting jewelry on all my journals because I just have so much. Okay, and then here's, believe it or not, more. These are more like brads and things like that. So, let me do that. Oh, moved too much. Okay, this one has more stuff like that. This is more like big keys, and I have like a belt buckle, just things that I've accumulated that I may use someday. Who knows? Who knows, right? I can't really put stuff away very well when I'm doing this one-handed. Okay, so let's see. This one has a bunch of rusted stuff that I did. So I really need to sort through this because I have a lot of paper clips and stuff in here, and they're not supposed to be in there. But anyway, I have a lot of, it's mainly the bigger rusted stuff that I did. And that other one is just full of little tiny embellishments. This is, oh gosh, more stuff. I really need to probably sort through these better, but this is more blingy stuff that I have. And that has mainly like glass bottles, I'm thinking, stuff like that. So, like the little small ones. Oh, okay. Gotta watch it. All right, this stuff I have just a bunch of different frames, all different kinds in here that I might use for journals. And the back one is the same thing. This is all like cleaning stuff, or this is tea, coffee. This is just cleaning stuff that extra stuff I keep in here. And then, okay, so this is what I have left in my little golden books because I actually am doing really good with getting rid of those or making stuff with them. And I have some other children's books in there. Down here I have vintage cookbooks and a few women's magazines. This here I have mainly all flowers, gardens, things like that. And then here I have all kind of Christmas. These are all Christmas down there. Let's see here. These are all music books or other books that I take things from. Ledger. Here are some more books that I, rip pages out and things like that. Here's some more that I do that. And then up here, these are all like sewing patterns and sewing books and things like that. So that is that. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do this part right up here. That is all kind of other crafty stuff. I have a lot of paper crafting, making paper clay, that kind of thing. I have extra sewing things in there. I actually have a glass thing over there to make like ornaments. And then coming down here, I have, this is, these are Cricut cartridges because I have an old Cricut, but I occasionally use it. This is like all kinds of elastics and stuff for binding. This is more stuff I use for binding, more cartridges. 3-hole punch, a punch for my planner, a Xeron, and these are the wire things for the cinch up there, and then up there is, I think that's more wires, that's right. So those are both just wires that I bought. This is my laminator. This is die cuts and stamps that are together, that are the really big ones that don't fit in my little drawer thing. And here is my old Cricut, and that's all I use because I have a scan and cut, which I love. Let's see. On this little thing, I have my Cuttlebug here that I use a lot. And most time I take this to my desk. And then I have an Empress, and usually it's plugged in here. So if I need to use it, I can use it. The same with my laminator. But if I'm going to be doing a lot of something, I will take my Empress die cutting machine to my desk and plug it in, or my laminator. I don't, I only do it when I have to do something quick. It's plugged in here. I can use it. If I'm doing something on camera, a lot of times I just use my Cuttlebug. This is all Tim Holtz stuff. And it is die cuts and also embossing, and it's all in this one. This is just a box I got from a flat iron, but it fit perfectly. So pay attention to your boxes. This is all other die cuts that I have, and I have them all in these plastic containers, and I just have it by what type they are, and I have these little dividers, like this one is flowers, and then, so they're all in here kind of divided, Christmas, whatever. This is embossing, and it has just all same kind of thing, all divided up in here. It's kind of how I like it. So that works out for me pretty good. It's just all up here. Let me go down here. This is just all the different plates that I use for both my Cuttlebug and my Empress. They're all in here. So I can just grab them. This is laminating sheets and other types of kind of strange paper that, I keep in here. This is all plastic storage containers of some sort or another. Zipper bags or whatever. I tend to buy in bulk, so I have a lot. But I can just come over here and grab one if I need it. All of this is all different kinds of strange paper, like vellum or, glitter paper or all that kind of stuff. I have it all. This is not very organized. I do need to go through there. There's some file folders, hanging folders, stuff like that. So, and this is coming off. Looks like it is. It's falling off of there. So I need to fix that, but I'll go back in. So this drawer is all my kind of coffee dyed stuff that I have. And I have another drawer. This is coffee dyed also, but it looks like this one fell, so I can't show you. But that's all like doilies and stuff like that. Envelopes. This drawer is all, this is kind of like mixed media marking stuff. I have it in there because it's bulky and I don't have anywhere else to put it. These are some of my favorite stencils that I use. I use those too. I kind of use these when I do some coffee dyeing too. All of this in here in this container, this is all of my stencils. And I have it in this plastic container down here, and they're all, it's kind of like a big notebook, all divided. And then I have a bunch of placemats and things like that I use with coffee dyeing. So that just kind of all lives in there. All right, let's see here. This is all packaging, and I have way too much. I need to get rid of some of it because, and bags, some bags, just because I told my friends when the recycled packaging was going around in Amazon to save them, and they did a great job. But I have too much. Okay, so this is kind of just more strange paper things like wallpaper. I've got some other papers in here too. Foam. Just stuff like that that's kind of weird and bulky. This whole thing down here, this is all kinds of like tissue paper and pieces of napkin and stuff like that, which I have way too much of. I need to start getting rid of some of it. So that is that. So I am going to go ahead and stop it here. And we will continue on later.